Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview on a Tuesday, October 27th, 2015. Traders, great to be with you, coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Looks like the sun's coming out today, breaking through these clouds. Could be a nice day. Beaches are looking great. Water's flat as a pancake. Absolutely gorgeous today, nice and cool. Wonderful. Well, fortunately, I'm going to be sitting at my desk looking at it from my window. Lots of trading to do today. Remember, traders, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, if you would, come visit us at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Traders, got some charts to go over, some news to go over, a little bit of commentary. So let's get started. Off, let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday, and I'm your moderator for the market opening preview series every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, I started trading in 2006 and 2008. I retired from a wonderful 27-year career as a firefighter paramedic out of the great state of Florida. 9 days later, came to Thailand for a 3-month holiday. Well, traders, I'm in my 8th year and I'm still in Thailand. Absolutely love living in Asia and having a great time. It's actually just like a normal work day. Get up in the morning and go to sleep late at night. It's absolutely wonderful. And I do get breaks, and if I don't want to trade, I want to go out, I just go out, right? That's the way it works. It's absolutely great. Retirement is super. My second career is just as exciting as my first career. Traders, the way I trade is I basically look for opportunities or probabilities that I can win the trade through technical analysis. I'm a technician. I look at candlesticks, price action, price structure, support, resistance. I use my Fibonacci tool a lot, and I use pivot points. So that's how I trade. And I also, this is the first time you've heard this, I actually use harmonics also. So it's quite exciting, very exciting, and a lot of fun. All right, that's enough about me. Let's get over to the risk disclaimer. This is the legal stuff. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Most importantly, traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's head on over to news and commentary, and let's take a look at how the markets closed. When I looked at it earlier this morning, it looked like we were mixed. The Dow 30 closed negative 0.14%. The S&P 500 closed negative 0.19%. With the NASDAQ in the green barely at 0.06%. Let's take a look at what's going on over in the Eurozone. The DAX closed up 0.06%, just barely. The FTSE 100 is negative 0.42%. The CAC 40 out of Paris is negative 0.54%. And the Eurostoxx 50 is negative 0.33%. Let's head on over to Asia. Now remember, these countries are currently trading. As I give you these numbers, the Nikkei 225 is negative 0.17%. The S&P ASX 200 out of Australia is negative just barely at 0.01%. The China A50 is negative 0.48%. The Hang Seng is negative 0.46%. And the Kospi out of Seoul is negative 0.26%. Not a good opening for Asia. Everybody is in the red except for the S&P ASX out of Australia. So that's what's going on with the indices. So let's kick it over. Let's take a look at what's going on with our economic calendar. Earlier this morning, way early this morning, it was 4:45 Thailand time, which would have been 3:45 p.m. on Wall Street. We had trade balance out of New Zealand, and it was not good. Coming into today, in the Eurozone, we do have, the Euro has M3 money supply. I don't know why that's a high impact today. Anyhow, also out of the Great British Pound, we have prelim GDP quarter on quarter. Now that's going to be a shaker and a baker. Why? Because that's not month on month, that's quarter on quarter, so that's a big news event. Once we get down into the U.S. session, we have core durable goods orders month on month. And we also have CB consumer confidence out of the U.S. So we have, quite a bit of data. There's a lot of medium and low impact data throughout the trading day. So we do have data today. Hopefully it'll get these charts a little bit awake and a little bit of adrenaline in them and get them moving. I think the biggest thing as far as the commentary goes is, yesterday the markets really moved really flat. There was really no price action even into New York. As I looked at the charts today, and it's hopefully we'll get some movement now, and we get back to doing some trading. Since Draghi spoke and was dovish and gave all that, not very positive outlook, the markets have, after they dropped their 300 pips, the markets have been pretty flat. So we want to see some kind of movement today and some price action. Just keep your economic calendar out, and again, I say it all the time, keep an eye on your dollar index chart, and of course, you just got to watch this price action. If you don't have price action, folks, just don't trade. Don't be trading just to trade. Make sure you have trades that are sustainable and you can at least get to break even, right? All right, let's get started with the euro dollar, and this is a perfect example. If you take a look left of the chart, there is no price action. I think yesterday the euro moved like 28 pips all day, so not a lot of price action. So this is I had to condense this chart so you can see this S3 pivot where we want to take profit. But we want to get below this daily pivot point, give it a retest, and we'll enter at 1.1028, and we'll get out at 1.0947. So this is a nice trade if it works, but look at these candles. They're small, they're tiny, they're not doing anything, and we just need some price action. Hopefully we'll get that in London today. I didn't mention this. The time change in London happened last week, so the time change in the United States will be this week, and we'll be back on track. It's a little difficult now, trying to figure out where we're at, but I figured it out, but it's not easy. But we did figure it out, and we've got it down pretty good now. But I'll be glad when the U.S. pulls back its times, we're back to sort of like a normal situation, normal trading day. All right, let's go take a look at the pound dollar. Pound dollar did have some price action. Those two big blue candles did have some price action there. However, we got a trend line trade today. We're above this daily pivot point, and I just like to see a break of it, a retest. So let's get in this thing about 1.5345, and we're going to get out at the S1. I'm not really too concerned about the pivot point as far as left of the chart. It looks like sort of a wide open space. I think the pivot point has definitely more where we can risk the bounce, and that's probably better support at 1.5310. So that's where we want to exit this pound dollar trade. And of course, if you have that dollar index chart up, it'll help you knowing how strong or weak the dollar is. Well, let's head on over to the Aussie. Folks, this is the same exact chart as yesterday. I didn't change a thing on this chart. The only thing we want to do is we need to get past this daily pivot point and the 200 exponential moving average and take this to the downside. I don't think it's going to happen, I'll be honest with you, unless data today does it. But this looks pretty dull, to be honest with you. Not looking to trade the Aussie dollar today. I just don't like this price action. This price action on this chart is horrible. And it's not doing anything. We had news today. We had New Zealand news today. So, just don't feel comfortable with it. And you know what? We still want to sell this below this 200 exponential moving average. And, we want to take profit at 0.7204. So, wherever we get in. The problem is that we're running out of room here. You can take like the last, I think it's 7 or 8 candles, and put a trend line there, wait for a trend line break, a retest, and then take it. But you're going to be close to the 200, so you just might as well wait for the 200 to break and then take it to the short side. I don't know. It's going to be a little tricky. I'd rather see this, to be honest with you, pop back up to that all-one pivot, and we'll take it from there. So that's what's going on with the Aussie. Not too intriguing today, is it? Take a look at the Euro Aussie. Well, this sums it up. Just absolutely flat. Just nothing going on here, folks. We want this to break below the daily pivot. We want to enter at 52.18. We'll get out at 50.86. This is a 30 pip trade, 34 pip trade, but that's what we want, and we need price action. There's just no price action in this chart, and who wants to trade this, really? Not me. I mean, something's got to happen. Either pull back up to resistance or do something. But this is pretty ugly chart right here. All right, here's the euro yen. This broke out. Actually, I turned my charts on. I saw this big red candle. I was like, whoa. So this broke out. So we are getting some kind of an action. I just want to see a little pullback. I'd like to see a notch pullback here. But, you know, basically you can enter this now. Stick your stop about 6 points above the daily pivot. You can enter this at 133.49 and just get out at 133.09. That's a nice 40 pip trade. So there's no problem with taking this trade right at the moment. It's still in a down trend, and we still want to be bearish. So, you know, go for it if you feel it can work. If this next candle, and I haven't looked, if this next candle was a red candle, it might not have been a bad entry on the euro yen. All right, let's take a look at the New Zealand dollar. The New Zealand dollar, again, not a lot of price action yesterday. We're again at a lot of support here at this daily pivot point, this 200 exponential moving average. You know, just not where we want to be. So we want this to pull back up to this all-one at 0.6801. You can see it spiked up to that level already. So it can get back up there. So let's get back up to resistance at the all-one pivot at 0.6801, and we'll take profit at 0.6738. And folks, we're going to get a bounce at this daily pivot point and the 200 exponential moving average. But if we get in at 6801, we'll be break even and we'll have a safe trade, and it can do what it wants. It wants to bounce around there for a couple hours or whatever it can, and we'll just wait for it to get to a profit area. Pretty simple trade plan. We just need price action to kick in and do its job. So that is our 6 currency pairs. I wish I had more for you. I really do, because, you know, it's kind of frustrating. You know, we're trained that when we go to work, we're supposed to be doing something. You know, all lies. When you go to work, you're supposed to be doing something. It's pretty hard to sit on your hands and wait for this stuff. But it is what it is, and that's what we have to do. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL, excellent trade. I want to thank you for joining me on a Tuesday, October 27th, 2015. Traders, remember to visit us at fxclearing.com for your trading experience and solutions. It's a great platform, a lot there, a lot of opportunities, demo live, there's just a lot there, great economic calendar. So go take a visit, check it out. All right, traders, have a great trading day, and we'll catch you next time. Take care, traders. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.